and we snap it in. This one's crooked, but isn't that great? I'll fix it. Howdy folks, and welcome back to ARK Adventures, the building adventures on the center map with all the building mods. And we are standing atop this particular eco structure. And there's our great big castle over there, and today is decoration day and fill out the inside. And also, I think we want to build a pathway as well to the water. So I found this cool thing in here. This is the Eco Trees landscape, and I was looking for lighting for the statues. And it's not lamp, it's light. They have a light in here called a pathway light. I'm going to craft 6 more of those because I want to show you these things are really, really cool. In fact, I've got a couple there. So let me grab these 3 and I'll show you what we're doing, which is just kind of really cool. At first I thought, these would be nice little tiny lights, but they're actually pretty big. As you can see, I'll place one there. And they do glow. There is a light from them. It's kind of like torchlight, basically, I guess. I don't know the exact amount, and I haven't seen them at night yet, but this area over here was pretty dark, and I went ahead and discovered. I killed all these compies who came up here too. I discovered that you can actually embed these inside these pillars, so you don't have to have this ugly kind of light still sitting here. You can actually push forward, get it into the pillar completely, and it still gives off light, ambient light from the pillar. So the pillar, basically, you make the pillar glow, which is just really cool. So if we go in here to the point where the green just disappears, and I think, how come this one isn't, okay, maybe we have to have a little bit sticking out now that I think about it. So let me grab this back and grab the column back, or the lamp, and I'll just replace these columns. We'll try that again. I guess you have to have just a little bit of it sticking out for this to work. Because you notice these, you can just barely see the little yellow bit right in the middle there. And it's enough to have the light coming out, but if we go all the way inside, you can't quite do it. So we're gonna come a little bit short then. We'll come in, and we'll do that. That enough? That seems to be eating it, though. Right? I'm getting them all back when I pick that up, interestingly enough. So I've still got 3 of them. But it seems to almost like it doesn't place. That's what's going on. There we go. I guess if we do that, it actually looks kind of cool with the 2 little bits, and it gives plenty of light, and it almost looks like that it's a light attached to the column. So that works pretty well too. Let's see if we can reproduce that over here. I think we'd have to come in like this, right? That one didn't set. That one again didn't set. It doesn't want to place here like it did on the others. Okay. I wonder why not. We have to come in from a different angle? I have to figure this one out. Why won't it place? Does not want to place there. It places on these, and in fact, I'm going to pick this up and replace these. I think I just destroyed one of them, didn't I? When I destroyed the column, or the columns over here. One of them went boom, boom. Boom, boom. One of them went boom, boom. There. See, that one's a sliver sticking out, which is kind of cool. I guess it doesn't have to be consistent. Still kind of cool. Maybe the sliver approach is a smarter approach, though. Now, see, that one won't go either. Why not? What am I doing differently? You saw that there was one here just a second ago. It's really weird, guys. I'll have to figure that one out. But anyway, if you can figure out how to get them in there, you can see that you can actually give a little ambient light without really seeing the silly light poles. I also noticed that these walls up here lost their paint. I swear I painted them, but I must have forgotten. But that's easy enough to fix, right? Just grab some of the scaffolding. They're really cool. Scaffolding that you can place anywhere, I think. There we go. like that, and just place another one on top of it if you want to, although I don't really need to. But if you did, you could place another one on top. Come on over here. I'm going to take my paintbrush and figure out what zone I want to paint. I want to paint the outside of this wall. Oops. So the outside, which I can't really tell which is the inside and which is the outside now. 3 is, I'm going to guess, the outside. And I'm going to guess 4 is the inside. Oh boy. All right, well, we're about to find this out the hard way. So let me actually paint 3 red. Nope, 3 was the inside. So the inside of my wall is now is now red. But I'll use this gun here and paint it with 4. Actually, I want to paint this outside is slate. And I go ahead and turn off zone 1 and turn on zone 4 and paint. And there we go. Perfect. All right, there we go. Those are painted up. I could probably jump to that one, but I'm not going to bother. I'm just going to remove that by hitting O on the builder's helmet. And go ahead and place the scaffolding here. Come on back. It wants to snap to its own pieces, but once you break away from the pieces, you can kind of place it anywhere. So it doesn't always have to snap, which is nice. Oops. Since I put it away, I have to come back in and reset the zones. There we go. I think I painted zone 1 by mistake there, but I don't think there is a zone 1 on these. So I think we're in fine shape. If I come in here, though, you'll see now I have a red wall up there. So got to fix that now. Got to get it perfect. Come on over here. We're going to change our color. Yeah, I know I could probably have 2 guns, but these are expensive. I am wasting dye every time I switch the colors. So zone 3 is what we wanted in here, remember? That's what we did accidentally on the other side. So we switched to zone 3 enabled. Boom. All right, finally. We've got the brown color inside. I'm going to hop out here. Doesn't hurt too bad. And we've got the slate on the outside. Cool. Now I just have to paint that green again. I swear I painted these. These columns will not paint, by the way. Sadly. And also the balconies, like the one I jumped out of over there, won't paint either. But I figured, you know what? Leaving them stone colored is fine. See, there's no paint option for this at all. So, oh well. Let me figure out the rest of these lights and hang these up, guys. What I want to do for the walkway is I want to use some of the other mods that let you create kind of pathways. And I want to create a pathway out of here. And I might even tee off and go around the place with a pathway. But I want to come straight out. That's why this pillar is here. I placed pillars straight out from there. So this is pretty much straight out. I just wanted to mark the direction to go for the path. And I want to come all the way to the shore. And I might even want to build a bridge over to that rock. And then another bridge to the shore. I think that would be pretty cool. So we're going to play with that today. Oh, wait a minute. I said it doesn't paint, but look at that. The top paints. Apparently it's only got 1 zone. Well, that's bad. Now we're going to have to go paint both of them with this guy to get the top the same color as the outside of the building. Slate. But that'll work. Okay, for the path, what I'm going to do is I'm going to use the blacksmith table here. And I'm crafting a whole bunch of these concrete cobblestones, which are not that expensive. Let's go back in here again. They are just some stone, wood, and thatch. So it's a stone foundation or a little less than a stone foundation. It's giving me a lot of great XP. So it's not that bad. I've got a bunch of them already. And what we're going to do is we're going to go play around with those. I've also crafted one of these things because I just wanted to play with it, which is just a set of stone bricks that you can actually place anywhere. They can float in midair. You can build your own staircase if you want using these things, which is just really kind of cool. So we're gonna play with that. If we have any need for that during this creating this pathway to the ocean or to the water, I guess this isn't really an ocean. We can use that. So what I really want to do is, and I did place these guys, all 4 of them on each side. Now have lights, which is really cool. I don't know what it was. I just had to like go away and come back, and I was able to replace. This one's only got 1 sliver, and the others all have. That one looks a little mutated, but hey, it's okay. It gives off light. That's all that really matters, right? Okay, so if we come on over here to the entrance, what I'd like to do is kind of center this. So I'm going to actually kind of look down a little bit, go into Decay mode, and I want to, first of all, see if I've got this straight along this edge. Actually, I can come up to any of these edges. Probably this one right here would be best. Go left and right, and what I'm trying to do is see if the gap between the stair and my little slab increases or decreases as I go across. It looks like it's decreasing slightly that direction. So I want to pivot it just a tiny bit to the left. It looks like a little bit more to the left, actually. There we go. That looks pretty good to me. Now, if we come back here, I can directly center this in this doorway, and then come down here and place that one. And the first one placed, as you see, it's cobblestone. It's really kind of cool. I'm going to turn off the glow from the Builder's Helmet just to make it easier to see. And look at that. It kind of levels out. It's really nice. And I can snap another one over here and another one over here if I want to. Build kind of a little patio at the bottom of the steps. In fact, I think it's no clip, so I think I can go in here as well. Let's see. Oh, yeah, there we go. Perfect. And one over here. It's kind of wasteful just to cover up this tiny little wedge here, but I kind of like it. And then we'll just head out. For now, we'll just head out with one down the middle. See how I can make this, stack this on top of each other, which is really cool. You can build up any level of ground you want. But I want this to be very easy to walk up on top of, basically. So I don't want it to get too high. So if it starts to get too high, go ahead and give myself more health. I think that's basically the only thing I'm going to level up from this point on. If it starts to get too high, I'm going to need to do something to lower it, to step it down. And I don't really know how I'm going to do that yet. So that's still, you can still walk up to that easily. You can still walk up on that easily. It's starting to get a little too high though. Okay, now it's getting a little lower again. So we're good, we're good. Okay. Now it's going to get too high. Okay, let's say that's the last one, and now I want to start going down. I'll go ahead and get rid of this. Since I'm going out straight from the building anyway, I know it's going to be straight. Let's see, is there a way I can lower it? Can I cause this to go down, snap down? No, actually they added a new feature in ARK where you can hit the, I think it's the, is it the Q key or the G key? Whatever it is, I have it bound. And it'll toggle between all the different snap points available to an object. As you can see, all the different snap points. It's toggling. It's just kind of sluggish. So anyway, so if I want to bring this down, I'm going to have to come out here, I think. I'm going to have to eyeball this, basically. Try to eyeball it to keep it straight, which is not something I ever enjoy doing. It looks pretty good. Maybe a little bit this way. That looks actually pretty good. So if I snap one there, this new one is down at a lower level, and if I snap this one to that one, which should be an option for it, let's cycle through our snap points here. There we go. Yeah, perfect. Little step. Boom, 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 boom. And now we just keep going out. And I hope I got that straight when I did that. Oh, we're too high here, so let's go ahead and take this one out. We're going to repeat the process. I really wish I could get rid of this grass. This is not something you can get rid of. And my ground clutter is already low, so ground clutter distance. I don't really know what that is, but maybe if I turn that up. Well, actually, this isn't ground clutter. I just proved that because my ground clutter is 0, but if I turn distance all the way out there, yeah, it doesn't matter because it's not ground clutter. Although this stuff came back. I need to kill this stuff again, but that's fine. That wasn't there a second ago, was it? Did I make that come back? Wow, I'm freaking out now. Freaking out, freaking out. All right, so I need to lower this one down. So I need to repeat the same process. Basically, what I do is I kind of line up to the center of this thing, walk forward, go into K mode, push forward more, and then kind of eyeball it. And I'm a little too far to the right, I think. That look about right? That looks about right. Yeah, let's just go with it. This is supposed to be something that people put together, you know, handmade path, right? So it's not going to be perfect. But it does look kind of cool already. I really wish I could get rid of this grass. Ugh. Ugly, ugly, ugly. I think one more and then I'm going to have to drop again. In fact, I'm going to have to drop again already. Wow. Okay, well, we'll repeat this process, and we'll get all the way to the shore. Okay, you know how easily I get distracted, right? Well, I was heading down to the water and decided I would turn off the outline. Decided I would look for ways, different bridges I might have, and I was going through the tables, and I found the masonry table, and I found this. This keep gateway, looks pretty nice. I got it to align fairly well. And the cool thing is, it's in its own frame. I mean, when it opens, it looks a little funky, and that's fine. I don't mind that at all. At least I can close it, and it looks decent. I mean, I'm sure I can paint it too. I haven't painted it yet. But what I did was here. I'll show you. We'll come on over here to the masonry table. Yeah, this is the keep mod, the one that does the keeps, and I can build a gate frame and an actual gate doorway. 1,500 health, alright, I'll take it. And we can go over here to the other open door, and I'll show you. We'll come inside. Do it from the inside. It seems to be the easiest way to do this. When I try to place this door, you see it's actually kind of thin. It's very similar to the castle stuff, but it's thinner walls. So if I come right down the middle here and back this up, but then point up to the ceiling, as soon as I come back, you notice it starts to come into the wall itself. If I come down just a little bit, there you go. You can actually see it inside the doorway. And if I try to go left and right to get those little nubs about the same size, and I come back till I'm about midway into the doorway. Actually, I think I come back as far as I can before it shows up. Like right around there, I think. Let's come out here and look. See, you can't see any of its frame sticking out at all. And then we take the door and we snap it in. This one's crooked. But isn't that great? I'll fix it. But it's crooked. But I'll fix that one. And it's really cool because it fits a door from a different mod into this same space that I used to have a doorway here. And the doors that come with this mod, as you saw, are really crooked. And they're really ugly. That one was pretty straight, wasn't it? Yeah, that one I drew back as far as I could. That's why I need to do the other one that way too. But that's really cool. I just wanted to share that with you guys. Now I need to look for bridges. Okay, I've crafted a couple things we want to try. First of all, I crafted a carpet. I'm curious what the carpet looks like here. And I'm thinking the best place for the carpet is right here in front of the stairs. So I don't know how big this thing is. If it's big or small or... Okay, kind of medium size. Let's go ahead and do a little bit of a K view here. We can see, I don't know what it's going to look like when it's placed. Obviously that is not straight. Straighten it out over here. Just a tad more, I think. Yeah? That look good? Pretty good, pretty good. All right, let's come back just a bit. Let's go try to go at center if we can. Center as much as possible. Look. See, it doesn't look centered on the steps, but it looks centered on the... As you can see, the steps are slightly to the left, which is annoying now. We'll kind of compromise and go in between the two. How's that? We'll go sort of center stairs and a little more towards the center of the foundation. Let's just place it. Oh, interesting. This is the Abussin rug. There were like 3 rugs. I just chose to make this one. I kind of like it. So basically it's like a couple of pixels high sort of topper for a foundation is what it is. So you can see that you can sense the character actually stepping up just a tiny bit when they walk on it. That's cool. The other thing I made is this, and we got a Pteranodon, a wild Pteranodon stuck in here. The double wide long bridge must be snapped to a foundation. Now I don't know if it must be snapped to any kind of foundation or it must be snapped to one of the bridge foundations. Or one of the, castle foundations. So let's run out here and let's see if it'll snap to any kind of foundation, first of all. Whoa, that is big. Oh, well, boy, that is big. Out of my way. Okay, so it won't free float, that's for darn sure. Is this thing big enough to actually... A couple of these will get to that rock, no problem. That's interesting. So it's not going to snap to any foundation because I've got those. It must snap only to the castle foundation. So we need to go make a castle foundation. Let's go do it. Okay, we are back. We've got this guy going out here. So what I need to do is I need to put a castle foundation down. And I suppose I could put that down. I could put it down close to the water even. I really want to get it straight with as straight as I can with that foundation, which means that's the doorway straight there. Okay, so that's the doorway. This is where I want to come with this. Let's just do that. For now, we can always move it, right? If we don't like it. But I'm not going to lay I have more of these little guys, and I'm just going to lay it down here to connect. But let's first of all, just in case this works. Oh, I can't. Ooh, interesting. If I want the steps, I'm going to have to back this up. So let me reset my builder's helmet, because every time I disconnect and reconnect, it seems to forget that I'm using a builder's helmet. Oh, Bronto, how you vex me. I might have to go get our Wolfie and take care of this Bronto. One moment. Okay, Bronto problem solved. A little bit of melee damage. Alright, now let's do this foundation again. This time a little closer to us. Actually, why not let's just do it this way, right? Let's just do it right near here so I don't have to lay any more of this stuff. Try to get this as straight as we can. That's definitely crooked. That's crooked the other direction. That's still a little crooked the other direction. That's pretty good right there. There we go. Now let's move out here. Like that. Let me out. Oh boy. Pick it up. Okay, I also need to pick this up because this is obviously going to conflict. There we go. Let's do that again. This time without being in the middle of it when I place it, which it shouldn't let me do, but it did. That's too far out. Okay, back here a little bit. There we go. That's much better. All right, are you straight-ish? Maybe just a tad bit to the right. Way too much to the right. That's good enough. You're pretty centered. Go forward. There you go. All right, now, will the stairs place now? What? What do you mean you can't place structure here? Is it this? Because I can place that down on top of the stairs, I'm pretty sure. No, can't place structure here. What is going on? I can place it there? What? Let's take up another one of these. Let's try it one more time. No, it just does not like the level, I guess. Okay, this really does suck. All right. Okay, come on. It doesn't... This sinks too far down, I guess. That's too far out. There we go. Let's try this again. Try to get it straight. Will it place here? Please place. Oh, man. I mean, I can come up to it, but it just doesn't look natural. You know? I guess since I can't put the stairs anyway, what I'm going to do is I'm just going to push out to push out further to the water with it. And just make it much lower to the ground. Pull back to here. Let's get it straight on this, and then we'll push it out into the water. Right? So, are you pretty straight? A little more to the right. Just a tad more to the right. Good enough. Pretty centered. Not really. That's close enough. All right, let's go out into the water as far as we can. Wow, look how tall that thing is, really, in reality. I don't want to go into the water, though. I guess that's where I go. But then, yeah, I can walk up on it, but without being able to put the stairs down, it's going to be weird. Why is it not letting me place it? All right, I give up. Anyway, where does this bridge snap? There we go. It looked like it was going to snap. Like that? Oh, it's a double wide. It is double wide. It said double wide, didn't it? For some reason, I didn't pay attention to that. They have a single wide bridge, too, and it looks like the single wide bridge will be big enough. I thought the double wide would be required. I thought single wide would be like human size. No, single wide is the width of one of these. So I'm going to go make a couple single wides. And I need a ramp, though. I need to ramp up the bridge. So they also have ramps that'll bridge up. So I need to attach a ramp and then a bridge and see what we can do. All right, I think I found a solution, after I drink some water, to the problem. And as you can see, the bridges are out there really cool. Let's come on over here. And for this lack of stairs here, remember those floating bricks or whatever they were that they said you could make your own stairs with? Well, that's what they're good for. So we might as well. And I'm probably going to have to go fix the alignment on this later. But as you see, it works to make our own little stairs, which is really cool. So we have no problem there. It kind of looks more natural now. This is the sloping single wide bridge, which is really cool. And then here is the normal single wide bridge, and it comes all the way to the rock. It doesn't even out here. I'm going to make another one of those and see if it'll embed itself in the rock if it doesn't care about collisions. But something tells me it probably will, so I might have to move the bridge back some to make it all, or forward some to make it all integrate here with the rock. And I like how I sink in the rock, of course. Typical the center rock issue. I'm not completely hidden in the rock. But okay. At least we have access there. And they also have turns in the bridge, so theoretically we could turn it and go around the rock if we wanted to, which would be really cool. And I also want to use these bricks. Even though they're wider than these things, I want to use them to kind of give us a little bit of a lip up to these, so it looks more like a step, kind of like this. Even like I said, even though they're wider, and it works really well on this one right here, because this one I made too far down and I can't walk right up it. So using this guy will make that go a lot easier. Hello, Bronto. And like I said, I'll fix the alignments later, but boom, see, works great. A little bit wider than normal, but hey, it works. It's pretty cool. Anyway, folks, I think that's going to do it for this episode. Thanks for watching. I'll catch you next time. Bye-bye.